Hi, it's me again, and I'm, well, back in the tub and having a leak issue, but this is the best lighting, so, yeah. But, I wanted to make this video tonight because, well, after the day I've had, I really just want to talk about relationships. And I know you've probably heard a lot of stuff about tons of relationship stuff. I'm sorry, my nose is stuffed up. But, and I really don't want to have to redo this, but today I got to see my boyfriend after days of not, and it was really nice. And then I got to come home, and my sister's friend Shauna was over, and I got to hear her have this insane argument with her boyfriend. Well, it wasn't even really an argument, it was him yelling at her. Okay, I gotta start from the beginning with that story, because so she's staying the night at our house with my sister, because it's her friend. Although, she's pretty cool. So, you hear that, Shauna? You're cool. A-okay on my list. But, and, when you're at your friend's house, yeah, you probably, want to hang out with your friend. So, he was texting her, and he asked her to call, and we were in the middle of doing our makeup, as you can... I don't usually wear it like that. Some people do, but my mom gets pissed, and I had some Tramp red lipstick on, so, yeah. But I took that off, because it was really sticky, and it gets everywhere, but I'm getting sidetracked, and I rant and I ramble, and I get sidetracked a lot, and if you don't like it, as I've probably said before, don't watch. But, so he was calling her, and, she's like, I can't text right now, that's kind of rude, because she was trying to hang out with my sister. So then he calls her and he's yelling at her, and then he goes and tells his mom after like an hour of him yelling at her and her trying to apologize for something she shouldn't have. Then we had to go to my sister's room. My mom came in twice because he was just taking so long to yell at her. And she was sitting there apologizing over and over for yelling, even though I didn't hear her yell once. I heard her raise her voice, but that was so he could hear her over his yelling. And then he was telling his mom, I guess, that she was yelling at him for no reason. Dude, grow up. Don't go tattle to your mommy if you're almost 17, first off, over something you're starting. But, I don't know. It's just got me thinking, I mean, being with Billy, it's easy. We don't ever fight. I mean, we've gotten into some disagreements, but I wouldn't even call them arguments. It was just us being upset at each other. There wasn't any yelling, just I said something first that made him feel like a jerk, and then he felt like a jerk for feeling like a jerk, and then I felt bad because it kind of felt like he was guilting me, but it was just this big misunderstanding. But we talked it through, and then we were fine. That's about the worst it's ever gotten, which is nothing. And it's nice. I know everybody fights and stuff, but I don't know. I've had a lot of crap like that in my life before, and I don't like it. So I guess if I'm upset, I would let him know. It's just I wouldn't do it yelling unless he was doing something he really deserves to be yelled at. But there's very few things he could do. So, I don't know. That's just me and him, and watching, like, my dad and my mom, I don't know. To me, it just seems that they're easier to be around when they're not around each other. Like, yesterday we went with me, my sister, her friend Shauna, and my mom to the mall, and it was an awesome day. Mom didn't get she got a little frustrated. But that was because in GameStop I was taking like an hour to trying to decide on what I wanted, and then like another 30 minutes talking to one of the people there about Pokemon. And his name was Ash, which is pretty cool. So, if you somehow see this, Ash, that's still so awesome. You get the midget thumbs up. This might be some sort of a trademark for me. I know that's so lame, but anyways, I'm hoping my battery, yep, I already used like a third. And these are new batteries. Thank you, Billy, by the way, for the batteries. because otherwise it was dead. But, I don't know. I mean, seeing like my grandparents, they've been married for 50 some years, I think. I don't know. Maybe 50. Maybe not quite 50. I've never really asked. It's at least 47. Almost 47. Because that's how old my dad is. But, and, I mean, they'll still kind of squabble, but, and I've heard my grandpa yell at my grandma when she's being really annoying. But, I don't know, it's still cute. Because you can tell he loves her. Even after all this time. You know, and I see similarities between my parents, but also see really big differences. And they seem like really important differences, you know? And I don't know. Maybe that's just how some relationships are, and maybe they really do work there, or maybe it'd be better if they weren't in a relationship. I don't know, but sometimes that's how it seems to me. I mean, loving Billy, being around him, being in a relationship, it just seems easy to me for us to be together. It's like breathing or riding a, well, not exactly riding a bike, because, you know, riding a bike can be hard. Seriously, I haven't ridden one in forever, because the last time I did, I almost crushed my pelvis, because the brakes gave out. I hate bikes now, so I don't get on shit with wheels. But, yeah, I mean, watching Shauna sitting on the phone for an hour and a half apologizing for something she didn't even do, even if he does have anger problems, I guess, I don't know, to a point, there's got to be something he can do, classes he can take to learn to control that, because you shouldn't yell at the one you love. You shouldn't say things to hurt them. Because, yeah, you can say I love you and I'm sorry afterwards, but that doesn't make it okay, or at least I don't think it makes it okay. I mean, you shouldn't hurt the ones you love. It just doesn't seem right to me, and I was so tempted to rip the phone from her hands and tell him that he needs to stop talking to her like that, because she deserves respect. Especially if it's some bullshit reason, like she wouldn't call you because she was at a friend's house with her friend, and it was 9 o'clock, and our mom doesn't like people calling at 8. But I don't know. That's just me, and I just wanted to say that. And Billy, thank you for not being like that. You can be indecisive, and sometimes it drives me crazy, but that is nothing compared to some of the, you know, flaws other guys have, apparently. So thank you. And to anybody who has a boyfriend as awesome as mine, you guys are lucky. And so am I. So I'm going to end this video on a happy note with, you know, be thankful and treat the people you love the way they should be.